17 and 6. That's the scene in New Zealand. Let's get the late mail from Randwick.
Race 5 here at Randwick, numbers 8, 5, 3 and 9. A tricky little race. Sneeze has been placed at this distance on a slow track behind Masson and Lady at Sandown, so I think that's good credentials for a race like this. For $4 something on the tote, that's the Beedman factor at $7 in the ring at this stage, so you're taking unders the tote, but I see value in this horse. Looking for dangers, number 5, Michael the Dragon, being by Bite the Bullet. They're usually absolute swimmers, so you've got to respect him, and he does look very, very well. Ariente is the best backed runner in the race, number 3. He's untried in this going, but he's a very fit racehorse. The blinkers come off him because he over-raced last start. Best of the rest, I thought 9 Casino Night. Now, I'd have this horse on top on a dry track. Just failed in the wet at Goulburn last start. That is a concern. 8 on top. That's Sneeze. Hardest to beat 5. Michael the Dragon and 3 Ariente.
OK, Ron, thanking you for that. Big crowd watches on in New Zealand. The Sunline colours will be sported by number 1, Banknote, from the Trevor McKee yard. And it's out of the top 8 and betting. Big field going around.
Mohican Brave is ready. Now there's Raspberry Ripple's rider just getting set. Ready now, racing in the Mercedes Derby. Great start and away they go. Volksini's one of the first to break in the centre of the track. St. Reems heads towards the lead. Mohican Brave heading to the rail with the big gainer on the inside of it. Out wide, a Coup d'etat looming up from then Sierra Dane as they race over to the rail. Now getting back, Banknote is back now with High Season back there also towards the rear. Shireen Kidd in the last 2 or 3 with Woburn. Down towards the judge they come now in the Derby. And it's St. Reems on the inside. Took the lead narrowly now from Volksini and up 3 deep. Coup d'etat is going to take the lead over. They followed 2 out by Dane Choice on the inside there. Volksini got a bit of a check as they went up that rise. Sierra Dane worked round 3 deep to be handy. They followed out then by Mohican Brave. Then followed by about wide on the track. Then Kajima as they swang by the 1600 metres. Now the big on the inside of these as they work out by the big gainers. It's got a handy about 6th on the rail. Now midfield is Bob's Boy today from Politza. Then followed by Crown Control. 2 to Jack the Stripper. Followed back behind these now. High Season as well back with then as they work into the back. Raspberry Ripple in that last 2 or 3. Now Woburn is 3rd last, and back there also is Shireen Kidd and Banknote on its outside. On the far side in the Derby, St. Reeves has weighed its way to the lead. Poor Greg Charles led by a length and a half. Then followed Sierra Dane is lying 2nd on the inside. Dane Choice the next one. Coup d'etat dropped in 4th. They're followed by then as they work up the big gainer on the inside of Kajima, then followed by Volksini. 2 back to Crown Control. They followed back in the field now as they work down the rise. 1,000 metres out is Flying Copers about midfield with Politza, then followed Bob's Boy on the inside. High Season, Jack the Stripper the next 2. Woburn hasn't moved, 800 metres to go, and back towards the rear now. Banknote is actually last as they race down. Raspberry Ripple on the inside of it as they race in 650 to go in the Derby. Greg Charles left alone in front now on St. Reems as they come towards the turn. Sierra Dane chasing now for Lance O'Sullivan. Coup d'etat is lying 3rd as around the turn they come. Then Dane Choice is next. Crown Control and Kajima coming out wide. Down the straight he kicked away St. Reems about 3 lengths on Sierra Dane. Dane Choice is a danger starting to rattle home, and Kajima and Crown Control and Politza down the very outside. St. Reems in front, 150 metres to go. Kajima trying hard after it. Politza out wide and Woburn down the extreme outside, but Charles in front on St. Reems. He's holding Kajima. They're going to the post. They're not going to get him. St. Reems just from Kajima 2nd. Woburn 3rd. Dane Choice next, then followed behind these now as they went across. Politza from back behind these, then Crown Control as they went across the line. They spread out Bob's Boy, the next one from Raspberry Ripple. A long way back behind them then was Shireen Kidd towards the rear. Jack the Stripper and well back the others in the Derby, but no doubt a beautiful ride here by Greg Charles, and has held on after being left alone in the mid stages and fought them off. St. Reems to win.
Yep, the Blue Blood too good. Greg Charles in the saddle. Kajima number 9 at any old odds into 2nd position from the Roger James yard. The winner from Chris McNabb's stable, Greg Charles, the rider. The runner-up prepared by Roger James. So it should be 12-9, possibly 14 third. Back with Randwick after this. 7, 6 and 1. And for those playing quaddies today at Randwick, this is not a leg of the quaddie. The quaddie legs are 4, 6, 7 and 8. Back to Randwick we head, where the heavily tried favourite is the 3.
Number 3, certainly, Ariante, has been the best back to runner, and repeating 370, 190. Carries the same colours as the previous winner, Marchioness. Same rider, same trainer, Chris Muntz rode Marchioness. And he's on the Gay Waterhouse trained Ariante here by Falante from Arietta, and has had the one run back when third to Campbell's run at Canterbury recently. So we'll see whether the money is right in just a few moments. Only a couple out, previous going to number 10 Marchioness, B12 Stylish Crown, 5 third Marrakesh Express, 7 fourth, late scratchings at the Barrier, Chosen Valor and Durham. Now the last to move in is Pensive Warfare, and Pensive Warfare walks in, no problems there. So the favourite, Ariante, purple with white stars. Just waiting on the starter now. A little bit hazy over there in the back straight at Randwick, particularly at the 1400 in the chute. Favourite standing well, Ariante. Drawn the inside with Networks, of course, number 1 being scratched in a race on Saturday, I believe. Now the starter to his stand, watched by a group of spectators. They're ready. They're racing this time. Ariante came out reasonably well. Sneeze and Michael de Dragon with Pensive Warfare jump quickly. But Ariante's got superior speed and will lead Pensive Warfare and Sneeze settling, followed closely by Ashworth, Michael de Dragon. Moment of Fame and then River to the Sea, and getting back is Casino Night, Cedo Star wide. Dane Wind Salute, and then a gap to Lambeth, Flash Nelson, and last of all is Zum. They race along past the 950 and Ariante a little more than a length on Pensive Warfare. Sneeze is running third, followed closely by Michael de Dragon, and in that pack of horses, 2 racing, Moment of Fame on the inside. Ashworth is racing in the centre, and Cedo Stars exceptionally wide from River to the Sea, and then Flash Nelson, Dane Wind Salute, Casino Night. Lambeth next to last and about 2 lengths to Zum. Racing to the corner, and the rider on this favourite Ariante significantly taking it out towards the middle, where the ground is infinitely better. And around the corner comes this son of Falante, Ariante, and straightens up a length and a half. On the inside, Moment of Fame, followed by Ashworth, Sneeze, and Pensive Warfare is on the outside of this leader, and then River to the Sea, Cedo Star, Flash Nelson and Lambeth, but it's Ariante. 150 to go, a length and a half clear. Lambeth on the outside is making a belated bid. Muntz is desperate on Ariante. It's pulling out plenty. Lambeth is not going to get the favourite. Ariante beat Lambeth, Photo third, Pensive Warfare and Flash Nelson. Casino Night made ground. Sneeze not far away from River to the Sea, and then Zum in company with Ashworth, Cedo Star and Michael de Dragon. And then Moment of Fame, and pulling up at the rear, Dane Wind Salutes. Number 3, the winner, Ariante, 310, 160. Lambeth has run home very well to get second. He looks as though he might be a horse to follow. A Quest for Fame gelding. And it's pretty close for third here, but 3 Ariante has scored by Falante from Arietta, hence the name, and win number 2 from 4 starts. And the Star Thoroughbreds having a good run today, with Gay Waterhouse and Chris Muntz winning the last 2. Marchioness and now this bloke. Now, numbers, no sign of same. So it'll be 3, the winner, Ariante. Second will go to Lambeth, number 11, trained by John Hawkes, Corey Brown. And the third is in doubt here, resting between Pensive Warfare and the horse on his outside, Flash Nelson. Might just get up for third, I'd say. Flash Nelson, yes, he has. So the numbers are 3, 11, 4 and 6. 3, 11, 4 and 6. Ariante first, second going to Lambeth, third Flash Nelson by Masterclass, and fourth number 6, and here are the totes. Number 3, $3.
Sport on the Group 1 Derby from New Zealand, which was won by Greg Childs. Now, updating details at Cheltenham. Due in 4, Moongara, the favourite, ahead of Oxford Dollar on page 1, and then Minogue. And then we check over the page from there. The Port Adelaide Cup, maybe Archfirm's in now in New Zealand. Greg Childs.
Behave this group, and so they should be, because they've had plenty of practice. Stayers are ready. The Port Adelaide Cup set to go. Just awaiting the light. They're tended with outside the square. And they're racing now. Fox Helios away well from the inside. Moving up the track a little bit, checking outside the square, which is hard ridden early to hold a forward position. Evans working over. Going forward, Maybe Arch. Minogue's trapped out very wide. Deepest of all is Magical Spirit. Just behind them, Evans starting to boot through, being followed by Moongara, and then outside the square. Further back came Frenzal Rom wide out around Oxford Dollar over on the inside. Simply Magical from Mighty Eel, and then came William of Oz, and last of all out of the straight was Exalted Bow. They head to the back part of the course at the 1900. Fox Helios a couple in front of Evans. In third place over on the inside now as they work into the back part of the course, Maybe Arch being covered by Magical Spirit. 2 away to Moongara, a length and a half Minogue on the outside of outside the square, being followed by Oxford Dollar, just over racing a little bit at that point from Simply Magical. 3 further away, Frenzal Rom. From William of Oz and then Mighty Eel, and last of all into the back part of the course now was Exalted Bow. Well, Fox Helios went out with that big lead as expected. He's about 10 in front. Second is Evans. 3 further back by the 1300 metres, Maybe Arch, 3/4 of a length, Magical Spirit. 4 away Moongara, he's got the head tucked on the chest, he's travelling beautifully over this journey, and then came outside the square from Minogue. Then Simply Magical, Oxford Dollar, a fair way back Frenzal Rom, who's on the outside of William of Oz, and the last pair Exalted Bow to the inside there of Mighty Eel. It's Fox Helios as they go to the 1,000 metre mark. He's about 4 in front, just running under his own steam presently. Evans giving chase now, moving up quickly on the outside of Maybe Arch. 4 away Magical Spirit, 3 Moongara biding time. On the outside of outside the square, being followed by Minogue, Simply Magical, Oxford Dollar, William of Oz. Then came Frenzal Rom from Exalted Bow, and Mighty Eel is last. Fox Helios comes back to them at the 650, a half in front of Evans. It's a packing field now. Third is Maybe Arch. Starting his run, Moongara coming into it outside the square on the inside, making some ground. Then Simply Magical, Oxford Dollar. Minogue was next, being headed to the rest by Magical Spirit as they come around the corner, and then Frenzal Rom at the 350. Fox Helios grabbed by Evans running the big race. Wider out Moongara, yet to be let down, goes quickly with Maybe Arch. It's Maybe Arch and Moongara from Oxford Dollar, William of Oz, Frenzal Rom running on down the outside, then outside the square. Moongara trying to get to Maybe Arch, who won't lie down. William of Oz is starting to join in on the outside. William of Oz coming at Moongara and Maybe Arch. A 3-way go this. 3-way go, could go any way. Could go anyway, and I've got no idea. Impossible to line them up. William of Oz wide out is right in this. On the inside of Moongara is Maybe Arch. Absolutely no idea. Could be a dead heat. Then Frenzal Rom from Fox Helios, Evans. Further back, Exalted Bow, Magical Spirit outside the square, Simply Magical, Minogue. Then Oxford Dollar, followed home by Mighty Eel amongst the tail enders. What a go this.
Amazing go, as Hilton points out in the middle is Moongara, Mark Kavanagh, Jason Holder. On its inside, Maybe Arch, Linda Meach in the saddle for the Walker Yard at Mornington. And on the outside, William of Oz, the 6, which is David Tootle for the Smith Yard at Murray Bridge. How's that for a finish? Now, the photo may come up shortly from our Adelaide line at Cheltenham. Low Engle might be able to help us as well. But
The Carlton Draft Christmas Stakes.
OK, I'll come back with you very, very soon. Their correct weight details now at Randwick. Arionte beating the fast-finishing Lambeth. Flash Nelson getting that narrow decision for third ahead of Pensive Warfare. 3:11, 4 and 6, first 4, $5,642.70. Now, results coming through. Moongara's got it at Cheltenham. It's got a narrow, narrow decision. It's 5, 6, 9, $3.10, $1.70, $4, $4.50. So, Jason Holder just grabs victory. One of the leading jockeys and trainers on strike rates, Mark Kavanagh, takes the Port Adelaide Cup with the smart stayer Moongara, the top rater collecting the cash. So 5, 6 and 9.
And the favourite is Barton Gate, but obviously an open race here, Brendan. Barton Gate, number 17, firming up, as has Raja Lane, who got out to juicy odds and has trimmed in a few points, is about equal second favourite, and Sir Chuckles just trimmed up a little bit as well. A blue cap being worn by John Didham, the rider of Sir Chuckle, who drew out wide. Destruction Point still away from the line. Race 5 coming up. Beautiful day here weather-wise. A terrific crowd on Boxing Day. And the feature race is worth $100,000, the Carlton Draft Christmas Stakes. Barton Gate starting to sweat up a little bit by the looks of it. It's only lightly raced, having had the 9 starts, 3 wins, 4 seconds. trained by Ray Naylor, who's been able to produce some pretty handy horses recently. Chairman's Choice, certainly one of them, and Slalom, who's been in a couple of the Group 1 races over the last couple of years, but a very good city class sprinter. Destruction Point, still going well at the ripe old age of 7, but he's only had the 33 starts. He was a feature race winner here as a 3-year-old. Does go well at Caulfield and particularly on the dry surfaces, but is out to pretty good odds today. So it moves up now, Destruction Point. 5:30 Barton Gate, number 17. But it is shortening up all the time, particularly on Super Tab. 6:50, number 4 Confederate Kid, but big unders really. It's much better on track. 7:60 about number 7 Panorama Heights. Luke Curry riding. They're just about set for action now at the 1200 metre start. And they're racing. Raja Lane jumped well from Gattaca. Stalker away nicely. St Christoph nearer the inside. And Tullydane's got good early speed. It's trying to lead Stalker. Also up there was Sir Chuckle and St Christoph from Dolphin Dance. It's just off the speed. Panorama Heights is getting up along the rails now. The favourite Barton Gate is to about midfield around Lucky Punch. Then came Runs to Win. Lord Ardsley drifting back to second last. Expertise was third last. And at the rear of the field, Confederate Kid. Satashi's fourth last. And just up ahead of it, Destruction Point, the rails. Tullydane and Sir Chuckle together at the 600. A length and a half to St Christoph, who's right up there in third position before the home turn. Then on its outside was Stalker from Raja Lane, Panorama Heights. Dolphin Dance next, and then came Gattaca. Further back to Lucky Punch. Barton Gate's about 8 lengths off the lead. Hard ridden, turning for home. Tullydane, Sir Chuckle, Stalker together. St Christoph looking for the run. Then came Raja Lane, Panorama Heights, and Lucky Punch. It's going to the lead. Sir Chuckle from Stalker. St Christoph. Raja Lane's coming from Panorama Heights. Sir Chuckle tackled now by Raja Lane. Raja Lane going up to Sir Chuckle. The mare's in great form. Takes the lead, and Raja Lane went home best and beat Sir Chuckle and Panorama Heights. Then came St Christoph. Race dominated by the on-pacers. Lucky Punch next, and then came Gattaca, Tullydane. Stalker next. Barton Gate never in it from Satashi. Runs to Win. Then Lord Ardsley, who's pulled up towards the end of the field with Dolphin Dance. And then Expertise. Well back Confederate Kid, and likewise Destruction Point. Sir Chuckle gave a bold display, but Raja Lane had the beautiful run. She settled in nicely right behind them. Dee Nicolecki had plenty of room to move in the straight, and she's finished it off really well. Has been in fantastic and most consistent form almost right throughout her career. Number 5, the winner. Second, 12, Sir Chuckle, and third, number 7, Panorama Heights, who was never too far away. But if you weren't in the first half a dozen or so, they never got into the race. 5, 12, 7. Raja Lane, only her 4th win. She hasn't greeted the winner's stall too often, but she's picked up a lot of checks, and her prize money up towards the $300,000 mark now. Trained by Leon McDonald. 1:08.9 is the time. 1:08.9. So that's a pretty good run, only 0.8 off the track record. 5.
Okay, Dan Nikolic with Raja Lane. Quinellas trifectas to come. Now, first 4 we need to confirm. It's also a Unitab first 4 race. So New South Wales Unitab dividends to be confirmed. But a quick time, as we watch the head-on, that's the favourite yellow colour pink cap down the outside with the white blaze. Wasn't sighted, Barton Gate, the one which was one of the hottest tips of the day. And maybe there were some excuses. But as Dan mentioned, it was very much the on-pace brigade who did well. So all we wait is 4th to be confirmed from Caulfield for Unitab first 4 players. And quick, this is the Summer Cup. Here's the late mail.
Race 6 here, the San Miguel Summer Cup.
All that on rain-affected ground put together consecutive wins. It's won 2 from 3 slow, placed 2 from 3 on dead ground. Navy Blue ran an amazing race last time out. It has 1 for 1 on dead ground, number 8. And that was behind Yes Chief with that farcical, slow, early pace. And still made up a stack of ground in the run to the line. Others with a bit of wet track form, Majestically, 2 from 4.
Washington Grass, won by Majestically. Darren Beedman beat Zaraya Van Power of Pegasus. Now tell someone in Navy Blue to move up. He's a lovely looking horse, Navy Blue. Geez, a good horse. There'll be a few after him when his racing days are over as a stallion. Anyway, let's have a look over here at the 2400 metres, and they're all in set to go. The 2002 Summer Cup. And the gates are back and they're off, and last out was Oblique in company with Curator Storm, and Rahira is the early leader. Stowaway is running second. Third is Stark Touch, followed by Ego Fast. A length and a half further back on the inside is Early Bird, and then comes Big Doug, followed by Majestically. A length Henderson Bay, and further away in the field is Tell Someone, Grampians, followed by Bow. A length Republic, and then a gap to in the centre next Navy Blue, and just on the inside of Navy Blue is Barrowin. Oblique second last, and Curator Storm is at the tail of the field. They work their way around past the 1800 marker, and Stowaway goes to a clear-cut lead. Second posse is Rahira, followed by Big Doug. Henderson Bay, no luck. Ego Fast, the Kiwi, over on the rails. Majestically next. Dark Touch on the outside of Early Bird from Bow and Grampians. Then Republic, a little worse than midfield. Tell Someone, followed by Barrowin, Navy Blue, Oblique, and Absolute is Curator Storm. Rahira to the lead now, and into the back of the track, going down to the 1400 in the Summer Cup, and Rahira 2 lengths. Big Doug third, Henderson Bay, followed by Stowaway, then Majestically, closely followed by Ego Fast. Early Bird going up on the inside of the Kiwi, then Stark Touch, a length. Grampians being joined by Republic on the rails over Bow, and then Barrowin, Navy Blue, Oblique. Tell Someone at Absolute is Curator Storm. They've gone more than halfway now into the 1100 marker they travel, and Rahira shows the way. 3/4 of a length on Big Doug from Henderson Bay and Early Bird. Then the grey Stowaway from Majestically, a trifle wide. On the fence is Ego Fast. A length and a half to Stark Touch, and then Grampians, Bow wider out. Republic awkwardly placed, and then comes Oblique, Navy Blue. Tell Someone, Barrowin, and Curator Storm still Absolute. They have 650 to go, and Henderson Bay serving it up to Rahira. Big Doug next, followed on the inside Early Bird, and wider out as Majestically, and then comes Stowaway. Bow circling the field. Ego Fast on the rails from Stark Touch, and then Republic as they start to jam, and the bigger percentage are all travelling wide around the corner, and Early Bird hit the front, and straightening up Early Bird from the New Zealander Ego Fast, and Republic got between Early Bird and Ego Fast, is finishing on doggedly from Barrowin, Oblique, and Majestically next from Stowaway and Henderson Bay. Here's a race. Ego Fast put its head in front now. Ego Fast, Republic, Stowaway, Barrowin the inside. They're all over the shop. Ego Fast. Here's Stowaway flying. Stowaway wins the Summer Cup from Ego Fast and Barrowin. And then a close go for fourth, Majestically, Republic and the Grampians, followed home at the head of the others. Early Bird at Oblique, and then came Bow, Navy Blue, Curator Storm, Stark Touch, Big Doug, Tell Someone, Henderson Bay, and Absolute Rahira. What a day for the Purple Jacket and the White Stars. Number 3, Stowaway. The last 3 races have all been won by Gay Waterhouse trained horses in the Star Thoroughbred colours of purple, white stars and white cap. And a Stowaway has paid $8.10 and $2.80. Well, he was up there early from the wide gate, and then there were horses keen to go on and lead, and Stowaway settled back, and he came with a strong run, perfectly ridden by Danny Beasley, to take out the San Miguel Summer Cup. We're standing by for all numbers. Stowaway by Geiger Counter from Travel Light, a grey gelding, a 6-year-old, and start number 24, lightly raced horse, and he's had 9 wins, 4 seconds and 1/3. The numbers are coming up now: 3, 6, 7 and 11. Number 3, Stowaway, Danny Beasley. Number 6 is second, Ego Fast, MB Wen, the New Zealand jockey riding the son of Supremo for Martin Craze from Pukekohe. Number 7, third, Barrowin, ridden by Brett Albuino for Bob Thompson by Barathea from Port View, and the official fourth was number 11, and that was Majestically. The winning margin 3/4, next second and third 2:33.26, 36.55 after the San Miguel Summer Cup for 2002.
And the greatest thing
Thereabouts, he should hit the line well. Sir Bollinger, Rotzer, you think they'll make the pace? Yeah, I think they'll go across and...
All locked away, all clear given now. And they're racing Mystic Morse, perhaps a little bit slow towards the inside, may have been by design though. And Celtic Trial, one of the first out with Juggernaut. They go to the lead together with You Little Butte, who's wider out but moving up from Go Quillo. Mystic Morse is back to about 6th, and then Ballistic Miss from Bellis. Drifting back a little bit on settling was Clemenger from Bond and Treasure Bay, and Capadan out to last. Your Little Beaut at the 1200 takes up the running. Go Quillo goes to second. Celtic Trial box seating third, and Juggernaut fourth. 2 lengths to the greys. Mystic Morse on the outside of Ballistic Miss, a length away then to Bellis. On its inside was Clemenger, another 2 lengths away Bond. It's over on the rails, and at the tail of the field was Capadown as they move down the side. Treasure Bay is second last. There's 12 lengths between first and last. At the 800, Your Little Beaut in front. 2 lengths to go Quillo. Celtic Trial was third. Juggernaut 1 wide fourth. 2 lengths away Mystic Morse, and then Ballas. Capadown moving up out wider. Then Ballistic Miss and Clemenger, Treasure Bay, and last is Bond. They are bunching of the 600 though. Your Little Beaut led by a length. Now a half a length. Second go Quillo. Juggernaut's moving up 3 out. Then Celtic Trial, followed by Ballas and Capadown, Mystic Morse. Next Ballistic Miss, Treasure Bay. Clemenger hard ridden, and Bond dropped out. Turning for home, Your Little Beaut with a sprint on, led by a length and a half. Got away again on Juggernaut and go Quillo. Then came Ballistic Miss. Ballas is struggling. Well in the straight, Your Little Beaut's got 2 lengths in front here. Over Juggernaut, then came Ballistic Miss, but Your Little Beaut's got them covered here. It kicked away. Ballistic Miss is running on. Clemenger's made late ground, but Your Little Beaut wins it easily. Your Little Beaut by 4 lengths. Second Ballistic Miss, and third home Juggernaut from Clemenger. Ballas next home from Celtic Trial. Then came Treasure Bay, go Quillo. Bond at the tail end of the field. Ballas has pulled up amongst the rear enders, and also Capadown had dropped out of it. All the way winter, Your Little Beaut, Stephen Baster, who rode it a treat, just stacking them up and then kicking away again. And it kicked right away. It's won very easily. 136.2. Number 9, Your Little Beaut, Stephen Baster. The winner over Ballistic Miss, number 8, Peter Mertens. And Juggernaut, number 7, Andrew Finlay, just couldn't lift to the same tempo that Your Little Beaut did. And it gapped them after they were all seemingly close enough on the home turn. Number 9 first, second is 8, third is 7, so it's 9, 8 and 7 on race number 6, and the winner at around 10.90, but it was fancied a little bit. It did firm up in a very open race. Was only 2 horses in the race that trimmed up from their opening quote, and it won very easily. Trained by Tony McAvoy, it's now won 4 from 19, a 4-year-old by Jeune. 9, 8 and 7 there the numbers, Brendan, on race 6 at Caulfield.
Okay, Dan, thanks for that. The famed Lindsay Park colours, haven't they? Enjoyed a nice day. A couple of winners at Caulfield and also doing very well at Cheltenham, as mentioned earlier. With that winner of Saturday Fever in the second race, Stephen Baster returns. Now we'll have
100 metres, and the starter goes up onto his stand.
360 on the TAB.
Flying Mahal the fence.
They're all set.
They're off this time. Flying Mahal out pretty well, but our 2 Smoke and Barrels jumped very, very ordinarily. Good race for the lead. Pure and Honest going up quickly with Cabin Fever and trying to burn them off Edge of the Storm. Oh, Cabin Fever inclined to jump the crossing there at the 1600. Leads narrowly from Edge of the Storm. Pure and Honest back to third inside King's Touch. Then the favourite Irish Crusader, followed by Showtime Peter. Gap of a length and a half. Then coming Claremont. Racing between on the inside Flying Mahal. Kessa the outside. Then here's Ronnie, followed by Sherwood, second last Kingston Shores, and 2 Smoke and Barrels has picked up ground after a tardy jump. To the 1200 they travel, and Pure and Honest is the leader clearly now. A length and a half on Cabin Fever, a length and a half away third is Irish Crusader, passing Edge of the Storm, and just over a length's gap then coming at this stage on the inside Flying Mahal. King's Touch is wide, and between horses Showtime Pete, a length into Kessia, then Claremont the Grey, followed by Ears Ronnie, Sherwood on the rails, and the last pair of Kingston Shores in company with 2 Smoke and Barrels, working their way along the High Street side of the 700, and Pure and